Have you ever questioned why, after all the chanting, praying, and studying, your life still seems filled with suffering? Have you ever doubted whether spiritual practice truly makes a difference, or wondered why others seem to receive signs and blessings, while your heart still feels heavy and stuck? Welcome back to the channel, dear friends. This is the space where we strip away illusions, look honestly at the spiritual path, and return to the true purpose of practice, and not miracles, not shortcuts, but transformation. Today, we're exploring a question many spiritual seekers have silently carried in their hearts. Why do I feel like the Dharma isn't working for me? Let's begin with a bold truth. The Dharma is not magic, the Buddha is not a magician, and life, though full of mystery, does not offer free rewards without sincere effort. You see, many people enter the path of spiritual practice hoping for quick relief, hoping that a mantra, a sutra, or a pilgrimage will instantly erase years of karmic pain. But the Dharma is not a pill, it is a process. It is not a performance, it is a profound inward turning. Let me tell you a story. Man, overwhelmed by his life's troubles, went to a temple. He had heard that the Buddha was compassionate and that chanting sutras could bring blessings, so he bowed, offered incense, and began reciting the scriptures daily. Weeks passed, then months, and nothing seemed to change. His business still failed, his relationships remained strained, his health did not improve. Frustrated, he returned to the temple and cried out to the Buddha statue, "Why haven't you helped me? I've been so sincere." An old monk nearby heard his cry. The monk sat beside him and gently asked, "Tell me, when you chanted those sutras, did you understand them?" "No," the man admitted, "I just recited the words." "And when you bowed," the monk continued, "did you bow to awaken your heart or just to ask for blessings?" The man hesitated. "I think I just wanted things to get better." The monk smiled and said something that stayed with the man forever. The Dharma works, and not when you ask it to change your world, but when you allow it to change you. That's it. The power of spiritual practice is not in the rituals themselves, but in how they shift your inner world. Million chants without mindfulness are just nays. 100 bows without humility are just exercise. True practice begins the moment you stop performing and start transforming. So, let's explore why so many people feel like their practice isn't working. First, many approach the Dharma like a transaction. I'll chant and you'll protect me. I'll pray and you'll bless me. I'll light incense and you'll give me good fortune. But this isn't how awakening works. The Buddha didn't promise comfort. He pointed to truth, and truth, at first, is often uncomfortable. You cannot chant your way out of karma you continue to create. You cannot pray for peace while nurturing resentment. You cannot seek light while feeding the shadows in your heart. The Dharma begins to work when your heart begins to open. When you stop asking, "What can I get?" and start asking, "What can I see?" It's go deeper. Woman once told her teacher, "I've been meditating for a year and I still get angry." The teacher smiled and said, "That's good. Before, you were angry without awareness. Now you see it. This is progress." Spiritual growth is not measured by how few problems you have, but by how aware you are of your reactions to them. The goal is not a life without waves, but a mind that can remain still as the waves pass through. Real practice means facing your pain, not escaping it. It means meeting your jealousy, your pride, your fear, not with judgment, but with honesty. means sitting in silence long enough to hear the truth you've been avoiding. And it means accepting that awakening is not an event, but a lifelong journey. So why do some people receive blessings while others don't? Sometimes what you call a blessing is really just the fruit of years of unseen effort. A person who receives an unexpected miracle may have spent lifetimes preparing for that moment. And sometimes what you see as a lack of response is actually grace in disguise. Think about this: if the Buddha gave you everything you wanted, would you grow? If every prayer were answered instantly, would you develop patience? If every difficulty were removed, would you ever learn resilience? The truth is, often it's the silence from the universe that teaches us the most, because in that silence, we are forced to turn inward, to ask deeper questions, to confront our ego, to surrender. And in that surrender, something miraculous happens, not outside, but within. You begin to see that every failure, every delay, every unanswered prayer was not a punishment, but a pathway back to your true self. There's a story about a young monk who asked his master, "How do I know if I'm progressing on the path?" The master replied, "When your love for truth becomes greater than your desire for results, you are progressing." This is the secret. The Dharma is not here to give you what you want. It's here to free you from the endless wanting. So the next time you feel like your practice isn't working, ask yourself, am I practicing to change my life or to understand it? Am I chanting to escape pain or to embrace awareness? Am I bowing to receive blessings or to dissolve my ego? Because the moment your motive shifts from gain to growth, everything changes. Where prayers become deeper, where silence becomes sacred, where suffering becomes sacred, and the Dharma begins to do what it was always meant to do: not fix your world, but free your mind. Here's another important point. Some of the most powerful spiritual transformations are completely invisible. Man may sit in meditation for years and appear unchanged to the world, but inside, he may be dissolving lifetimes of pride, purifying subconscious patterns, and awakening deep compassion. Don't measure your progress by external success. Don't compare your journey to others. Don't give up just because the path is hard. Remember, the deepest roots grow silently beneath the soil, where effort is never wasted. Even a single sincere breath taken in awareness plants a seed of awakening. So be patient. Be honest. Be devoted not to the outcome, but to the practice itself. And slowly, gently, the teachings will begin to unfold not as ideas, but as living truth within you. Thank you for watching this video. If your heart resonated with this message, if you've been walking the path and feeling discouraged, I hope this reminded you you are not alone. Your effort matters, your sincerity is seen, and the Dharma is working, perhaps in ways you cannot yet see. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share your story. Let us grow together, fall together, rise together. Because the real miracle is not in the external, but in the awakening of your own heart. See you in the next video.
Before you leave, here's something special. In Buddhism, we believe that every encounter carries a deeper meaning. Would you like to discover your true soul connection, the one written into your destiny? Take the Soulmate Test today and unveil the hidden truths of your journey. Click the link below and begin your path now.
http://soulmate. You wisdom more, come, white.